Welcome to SuperCoach. What's going on, guys? Hope you're well. We're already a couple of games in, and I didn't put the VC on Max Gorn. What a disaster. I mean, I put it on Dacos. I was thinking I'd go Dacos into Walsh. I don't even really know why I didn't do Gorn. It's a rookie error. But I'm going to take Dacos as 129. You still got to bite the bullet and take the percentage play. So I'll go with him, even though it's not quite as tasty as the 162. But speaking of tasty, though, the egg and bacon panini this morning down in Anglesea hit beautifully. It was a good night last night. One of my mates who I played tennis with, he's got a place, his family just down in Anglesea that they share around, and yeah, went down there, and it was a good night. It's always a good night with those fellas. At one point, it was probably around 1 a.m, one of the lads was in his jocks doing the beep test with one of the other boys, so that sort of puts it in perspective. I shotgunned a Canadian club. I mean, I haven't had to shotgun something for a while, so I was in all sorts for a minute there. I was sculling a Maduri. This card game we were playing, had to smash a Maduri, had to smash a CC. I was getting targeted. Jeez, I was like, you could be in trouble here, shorty. Be careful. But no, it was good night. And a good day today. I started to kit out the back of the territory because me and Langus want to sort of deck it out to be able to put a mattress in the back of the territory and stuff. So that'll be fun. Went to Bunnings and we're getting some wood and stuff. And we're like, cool, can you cut this up to fit in my car? We're not cutting today, mate. Too busy. You don't say, mate. Isn't that the whole role of your job? Like, I'm buying wood off you. I can't fit this 5-metre piece of wood in my car. So luckily we knew one of the guys because Langus used to work there. And he's like, I'll cut it for you, mate. Like, I've got spare time. It's like, Jesus, mate, you can't tell me no cuts, bro. Man, absolutely savage. But also wanted to give a shout out to Haley and Fish. Fish has been a long time fan, but I've heard Haley's just new to the party, and I appreciate your support. And just wanted to give you a little shout out there, mate. But I also heard Fish did let slip last night that mid-shorty video recently, a bit of intimacy broke out between the two. So it's a pleasure to be a part of it, guys. And I can only hope this video brings you similar intimate moments with the Fish, which, quite frankly, I'm jealous of. But just wanted to give you guys a shout out. So I hope you're watching this one. Otherwise, that would have totally gone to waste. But hopefully, so let me know if you did. But let's look at these teams because I really need Zach Williams to be named. Well, I don't really need. I'd prefer him to be because ideally I'd trade out Sharp, I reckon. And I still feel like if Williams plays, he's got some good scores in him. I tried the emergency loophole with Brown. Actually, I've got me notes from the live sesh somewhere. Probably this one. Oh, yeah. Is that the one? Ooh, don't tell me I didn't save it. What an idiot. I mustn't have. But some of the main talking points were like Tom Green and a few other like trade options. Anyway, I'll have a look for that after we look through the teams. But Hopper can't take a trick. We've gone through that game, obviously. And we know about Toby Green. Jared Lyons, they just bloody hate him. They drop him in a heartbeat. Same with Zach Jones. But I reckon Ryan Burton omitted. Wow. That's not ideal for one of my SuperCoach draft teams. I feel like Jordan Sweet comes right in the picture, and you could trade him in because a lot of people are talking about, do I go Hugo, like Garcia or Biggie Newen? I don't really like any of those as cash cow options. I'd almost prefer to go Jordan Sweet if you can get that dual position going, because Soldo's out for minimum 4, could be 6, and Sweet, main man, scored 68 last week, sharing the ruck, played okay, and I think is about 150, 60 around that mark. I reckon it's worth a go. So whether it's this week or next, keep your eyes peeled on that one. I'm half tempted by Jordan Dawson, but I don't think I will this week. Matt Crouch being back, is Jordan Dawson absolutely back? I'm going to hold. The main message for this week is get Sam Walsh in at all costs. Now, is Zach Williams out? Good boy. No change to the side, baby. Let's go. Jai Clarko. Why are we dropping Conway? God's sake. I didn't think Guthrie would be back already, but I've got no idea why we're dropping Conway for Stanley at this point in time. I've got no idea. Anyway, and I'm holding Stewart. Unless I hear that it's going to be any more than a week, I'm just not into these sideways trades for premiums because you can trade him out, try and get him back in cheaper, and you might, but can you hear that dog? For fuck's sake, could you shut up, mate? This dog's wailing. Anyway, you could trade him in, and you might be able to pick him up cheaper. Don't get me wrong, but if he comes back and scores 110 and like 165, which he sometimes can do, it really just puts a hole in your side, and you're trying to get him back, and he didn't lose as much as you did, or you're hoping to, and you just never know when you're going to have to use trades. Like, it's all well and good to be like, I'll get Stewart in 3 weeks. But what if 3 weeks' time you've got more pressing things, you've got a rookie that you just got to get on. So sideways trading premiums that we know are guns, I'm not interested in it. And Riley Sanders being dropped, I think I would have encouraged most of you guys to get him out of your side anyway. But that makes it pretty clear-cut. A few changes there for the Dockers. That'll be an interesting game. Of course, Harley Reid being managed, but we hold him, and he'll be back to make us some serious coin. And Alex Sexton just keeps on hanging around. I wonder if he can get in the side. New fella there for the Swans. Will Day return. So let's have a look at my side. How are we going for time here? We're going okay. So the main order of business is get Walsh in your team. Whichever way you can do it, get him in. And second order of business is let's hold faith on guys like Tom Green. I mean, why are people like trading out these guys? I mean, like people talk about trading Nick Dacos and Bontempelli and stuff. Like, they're superstars. Let's not trade them out. I know we've got more trades, but it doesn't mean we just are wasteful with them. Like, I half understand the Stewart one because he's not playing, so I get that. But no, I'm holding as far as I'm concerned. I'm gonna go Darcy Wilson, emergency there. And then if he goes well, if he gets 70, I think I'll take it. If he doesn't, I'm left with that awkward decision of, do I go and try and get McKercher to replace Harley Reid? I don't know, but we're going to have to VC loophole. Old mate Dacos. We'll do that there. Wait and see what happens with Sexton and stuff. But yeah, so that's the main thing. Like, we just got to have some faith. I'm backing Tom Green in for a big one tonight. But even if it is just 108, like, I just don't feel like it's worth trading out guys that are just so good. I mean, a 140's around the corner. Keep your eye on Petrarca. He's going to be really nicely priced in a couple of weeks. Definitely launch at him. But I'll have a sift through my notes and see if I can find the notes to the live session the other day and discuss a few points that other people might be talking about as well. Okay, no luck on finding me notes. Sometimes when I've got to restart the computer just with the mic inputs and stuff, I just press restart, and sometimes I forget to save shit, so that's what's happened. But let's just scroll down to some of, like, this obviously gives us a reasonable guide of what's topical. Now, Williams is an interesting one. You know, let's take, for example, they're both named. Who do I put out? Jeremy Sharp or Zach Williams? And I always sort of work this out on a break-even point of view versus scoring output. So, and a bit of gut feel. So I feel like Sharp is easier. So he's pretty basic. Aside from one outlier of the 126, he's basically going to give you between 60 and 70. And he's break-even 72. So I feel like his money-making is done. Now, Williams has been named, which is great. Now, he's been pretty solid. Aside from the 51, 33 was sub-affected. So he's also been around your 70, 75-ish mark, you know, because you had the 92. He's got a break even of 62. So it's not perfect, but I'm leaning towards trading out. Well, I'm not leaning towards. I'm going to trade out Sharp because I still feel like in this instance, the break even still favours Williams. The scoring ability still favours Williams. Maybe not fully on this year, but we've got to take into account what Williams can do, particularly without McGovern and without Sard. There's got to be opportunities there for him. He had a tough job on Toby Green for most of the first half last week. So hopefully against the Cats, he might get a little bit more off the chain. We've got some good small forwards, but not to the Toby Green ilk. So that's the way I'd approach that one. D'Ambrosio, you know, you could keep him, you could trade him. He's probably going to go either now, next week, or the week after. McKercher, I can understand. Some people are like, why are you holding him? Well, maybe it's the stubbornness in me. I mean, he's barely made any money for us, and I feel like this guy is capable of averaging 80 for a 5-week period and making good money. It just hasn't happened yet. So I'm hopeful he finds a bit more time on the halfback flank. And I'm just going to ride my wave through what has been a pretty couple of very average scores. And hopefully by round 12 or 13, I can trade him out for a lot more than this. I still feel like McKercher can go beyond 350 at some stage this year. And we talked about Stewart. It's a hold for me, but I get why you're doing it. But don't come crying to me if he goes bonkers in 2 weeks and you don't get him for as cheap as maybe you once thought. Now, these inclusions, I guess sometimes we get, A-grade cash cows or rookies, like Will Graham sort of looked that way, and there are a couple others like, Matty Roberts A-grade, and Closey A-grade. You can't miss on those. Garcia and Newen, I sort of feel like they're probably C-grade, B- rookies. I don't know. I don't like their scoring abilities, and I'm touch and go on their job security. I think both their job security is pretty good. I love the way Garcia tackles, but I don't really love either inclusion. Therefore, I'm not doing either this week. If they were a really good rookie, I might trade McKercher down to him just to make sure that I don't miss on a good rookie. But I don't see myself really needing to go bang straight away. And Riley Garcia, well, he scored nicely. Let's see what he does second time around before he's on the bubble. And, of course, Walsh, a big trade-in, and understandably so. Jordan I touched on before. Happy to wait and see. If that costs me 20k, then so be it. I suppose I should probably do me trades now, shouldn't I? It's not often you trade out blokes who are playing, because normally we are offloading the trash, but there's Sammy Walsh. So as I've often mentioned, I've got a bit of a bank that I've just been holding and waiting to use. So we've got the 300k still, and next week Bontempelli has to come in. Just please don't go bonkers, Bont. Just 130 max would be fine. Then I'll bring you in for a good price. That'll probably be in exchange for D'Ambrosio, I reckon. And then we're looking at Petrarca the week after, and still got a bit of faith and time for LDU. Can Sinclair bounce back to some better form? Oliver, I know it's a slow burn, but I'm telling you, he will come good. Don't get him yet, but when he does bump out that 120, let's jump on. So they're just a few names. Even does Darcy Parish come into the question? Is Jordan Dawson back in business? We'll find out soon. Could come in next week. So clearly I'd love to end up with Butters and Merritt and all these guys, Rowell, but I don't know if you can, unless you trade perfectly, I don't know if you can get them all straight away. So that's why I'm looking at some of these discounted guys. And Dane Zorko is worth a shout out as well. I think we can genuinely say he is a forward primo. We don't have much else to discuss now. Or not much to really think about. So, yeah, he's at a good price. You could definitely go with him. Playing halfback, looking good. One big talking point was Luke Jackson. A lot of people trading him out for Walsh. I'm a hold on Jackson, and a big hold. Like, I don't understand why you'd trade him out yet. Let's just wait and see. Yeah, he's sharing the ruck, but Dockers got smacked last week, and he scored 90 while sharing the ruck. Now, I think, like I said before with Zorko, there's nothing on offer really in our forward line. So let's not go trading out a guy who's averaging 107. And yeah, things will change because he's sharing the ruck. But Darcy's always a chance to go down at some stage. But let's say they do just play the rest of the year together. I've mentioned this stat before, but last year when they shared the ruck, he averaged 88. I feel like he's a slightly better player than last year. I'd take it if he just averaged 90 or 91. That's going to be good enough. So it's certainly not worth wasting a trade just yet. Don't get me wrong. If it goes for 3 or 4 weeks and Jackson's produced a 77, an 84, and he's just not quite going, then we might be like, okay, this is really affecting him. But I still feel like, given everything we've got and the lack we've got in the forward line, he's definitely still a viable option. So, good luck this week, guys. I hope you have a good week in both SuperCoach and just in general and footy. So, feels a bit like a Friday to me because of Anzac Day, but I do still have to go to work tomorrow. So, we'll see how we go. But yeah, enjoy. I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.